I feel like the hardest part about having a dream is not the big goal that you want. It's starting and it's actually staying consistent in the game as long as the pain is there, because we're not fully involved in our dreams and we fully don't have enough faith in our dreams, because the moment that we lose faith is because the pain was too overpowering, and then we don't realize that we have so much power within us to the point where we give up. And when you realize that you have more power than the pain that you're experiencing currently during your journey, that's what's going to get you from point A to point B. It's not people giving you handouts, it's not luck, it's not going to be something that just magically appears to just align. It's going to be consistent hard work, dedication, having faith, because faith is doing the work when nobody believes that it can come to fruition. And you just have to set aside daily goals. You have to set aside a strict plan that will make you the best person for the job, for you to chase your dreams, because you have to water your seed every single day, day in and day out, from the moment that you wake up, or sometimes even if you sacrifice your sleep to the point where you go to bed, when you're so extremely exhausted and you have to wake up and do the same thing like clockwork again and again. And that's what it takes to have a big dream. You have to work 12 hours, 14 hours a day to make your dreams come true, or else you're going to be working for somebody else who did just exactly that. They didn't complain, they didn't feel like a setback was going to tear their life apart. They just worked hard at it until they felt the need to relax, until they felt as deserving to relax. People want to relax because they felt like today I put in the hard work, and then no, because that's where you start to get lazy and that's where you start to get satisfied. And satisfied is not going to be satisfying when you still haven't achieved your highest point in life yet. Because me personally, I'm nowhere near my highest point. And if you're not nowhere near your highest point, then you should not be taking a break. You should not be relaxing. You came to make sure that your dream is going to come true. And it is no fun in games, but you have to just keep on growing. Like, if you keep going, then that's what's best for you. Put your best foot forward, and that's when you are going to take almost all the time that it should take you. It's gonna be cut in half because you're working harder than somebody else will. And you need to compare yourself to the bigger version of yourself, not compare yourself to someone who's already bigger than you. Because when you compare yourself to someone who's already bigger than you, then it steers you off of your purpose, it steers you off of your direction. And working hard, you have to work hard. There is no other way, there is no other secret. No guru is going to teach you anything. I could come up to you and tell you advice, but if you're not going to take the hard work and actually work hard with it, and you have to actually enjoy the hard work that you do. Because if you don't enjoy the hard work that you do, 9 times out of 10, you're going to quit as well. Because your mind is just so busy thinking so many things at once that it's gonna pick the most comfortable thing at that given moment. It's just that's how we are. And you have to trick your mind into saying, you know what? I'm not gonna go for the easiest thing. I'm gonna go for the hardest thing in my life, because the hardest thing is what's gonna make me grow, and it's gonna make me stand out from other people, because no one else is gonna take the risk that's gonna change their life. And once they take that risk, it's it's a risk to them because they don't know whether it's gonna make their life change. But if instead of having that I don't know mindset, why not have the better mindset of, yes, I'm going to take this risk, but I'm going to be successful at this risk, whether it makes my company more valuable or whether it makes me more valuable. So, because every risk that you take will make you valuable in the life term. Taking a risk is way better than to hold it in and not take it at all, because the moment that you hold it in, it's like it eats you alive. Whether, oh, what if it would have worked out? What if it, if you have that gut that regret, then that regret stings you long term, and regret weighs tons, and risk taking weighs ounces. So therefore, ounces is not as heavy as tons. So even if you take the risk right now, you're still growing, you're still learning from it. But if you never take the risk in the first place, then you're just going to be stuck wishing you did. And then when you wish you did something, that means that you haven't lived the life indefinitely enough. And you have to define what your life means to you, and define this risk, and what would happen whether this risk would was to work out, and write down what whether it would not work out in your favor, and how would you react, so that you can prepare yourself, so that if just in case if it doesn't work out in your favor, you're not going to just beat yourself up and be like, man, I didn't do it right. Whether because you're preparing yourself mentally for the worst, because sometimes in life we just cannot control a lot of things that happen in our lives, but you can focus on what you can control. But life works when you work. If you don't work, then life is not going to work for you. There is no handouts, there is no easy way, there is no, can you help me out, can you give it to me. If you don't work for it, then it's not going to mean anything to you, and it's almost going to feel like you didn't work for it, and you're not going to be thankful for it, you're not going to be grateful for it, you're going to take it for granted. And that's why you need to work hard for something in life, so that you don't take it for granted, so that you can have happiness and have true fulfillment in your life. Because in life you only live once, and why worry about what's going wrong in your life when you could make it work for you, instead of you worrying all day. Because what does worrying help you do? It doesn't help you achieve anything. It doesn't help you become successful in any given form that you want. And worrying is because you're too afraid to take the leap. It's when you take the leap, it's gonna hurt you, but it's gonna help you. If you don't take the leap, then you won't know whether it would have worked out, and then you would have been scared either way. Fear will gradually leave your emotions if you see what fear is all about. And sometimes there are people who jump out of an airplane for a living, so therefore, if you ask them what they're afraid of, they're definitely not afraid of jumping out of a helicopter, because they've done it so many times already, and now they have people that they do it with, so they're not scared anymore. So therefore, you have to look at it like that way. But just have a bigger imagination in life, and just change the way you think, so that you can live your life to the fullest. But that's my video today. If you liked it, please leave a like on this video, subscribe, share this with a friend if you like it, and thank you, and have a good one. I appreciate you.